I just can't. Oh, I think. Oh, didn't work. Welcome back to the channel. This is my 2015 V Strom 650, and today Frank and I are going to teach you how to change the air filter. This is a 2015. This should apply for everything from a 2012 to 2016. This is the XT version, hence the beak, spoked rims, and a couple other things that came from factory. We're gonna effectively follow exactly what the owner's manual is going to tell us to do. So it seems like a common question on the forums and in general out there is just like, what is the process to do this? And the funny thing is there is the exact process in the owner's manual that comes in the trunk of your bike, or at least that's where I found mine. Yours might be in a drawer somewhere or whatever. You figure that out. Today we're going to walk through how to change our air filter. That is going to lead us into another couple things that we're going to do to the V Strom, but those will probably be in another video. So stay tuned for the next couple videos. We'll probably be working on the V Strom. There could be a Magna video in there as well too, depending on how productive I am this weekend. But we need to get going, especially on this thing, because I'm supposed to take this camping really soon. So I got to get this work done, and then we can go have some fun. Okay. For reference, I just wanted to show you guys in the manual what I am following. Okay. So the actual air cleaner element removal starts on 7-15. Okay. But the first thing you have to do is refer to the fuel tank lift section, which is actually 7-5. So walk through fuel tank lift. It's basically going to walk you through taking the seat off, taking off some of the plastics, and then removing the or lifting the rear of the tank and preparing it to get removed. 7-15 will then walk you through how to get to the air filter. Okay, just for reference, going forward, pull out your manual, follow along with the bouncing ball. There is no bouncing ball at the bottom of the screen, but follow along with your manual, and you should see the same steps happen in the rest of the video. Seat's already off. 4mm Allen. Two bolts. Pull it away from the tank. Side panels are loose. You're going to remove these bolts and that connector. I hope there's a prize inside, like a Cracker Jack box. Going on down to the Chattahoochee. Alright, it says, it should be a little, sorry guys. I pulled the front of this, there's like a push pin underneath here. Fish these guys out kind of from the back. Okay, after you move that guy, we're going to do the side panels, that 4mm, 3 of those duders. Oh, this guy is, somebody was not nice to that one in the past. I pounded in, this guy was really stuck, but I pounded in this, it's an M5 bit into it. It's a 4mm normally. And thankfully, Okay, it doesn't look cross-threaded. It looks like it just was over-tightened. Big money, no whammies. Oh yeah, stop. Kind of need like pull backwards on the panel. Next, there's a bolt here on each side. 2 bolts up here. That one came out nice. Those are a different size. It's a 5. So the ones at the front of the fuel tank are a 5, just FYI. Bracket comes out with that. Second bolt from the side. Most of this is really just to get these plastics disengaged from the tank. As you can see, great opportunity to clean. And on to the next step. Remove this bolt. This silver piece is a prop, apparently, according to the manual. So you're going to remove the bolt, remove the prop and the 2 cushions, it says. Then you're going to support the fuel tank with the prop. So big bolt out. That was a 12 millimeter, just for reference. Make sure that's disconnected. That's disconnected. Gotta get these a little looser. A little bit. All right. Okay, one side has 2 little prongers. The other side has a tab, fits in the top there. It might be hard to see, but yep, right up to there. You gotta disconnect fuel hose. There's electrical connector there, and I think there's 2 vent line on the other side. So I'll try to give you a better image of that if I can, but if not, just remember, I think there's 2 vents, 1 gas line, and 1 electrical plug in there. Electrical guy, sometimes, oh, I got it. A pocket screwdriver can sometimes just be helpful, very carefully. Little clamps on these hoses. I'll need a pair of pliers. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, hey, I have light. Yeah, so you got 2 hoses. Here, sorry guys, you're gonna get shoved in a weird way for a second. So you kind of see the main hose will be the top of your screen. Kind of now the left side, you see those hoses going back there. One has a clamp, one looks like it's just pushed on there, and there's the electrical connector I just took off. So those are what you need to disconnect. From what I read on the interwebs, and I highly recommend it from experience, when you pop that hose off for the main fuel line, especially if you just have ridden the bike recently, make sure you have a towel or a rag on there. Oh, it's moving. That's a good sign. Hold on. Okay, 1. Try to keep your eyeballs away. Oh man, this push in a little stiff. God, oh, I just can't. Oh, I think. Oh, didn't work. Whew. I don't want to be too rough on this. Since nobody on the entire internet will actually show you what you're trying to do here, allow me. Okay. I'm gonna do my best. There's that blue collar that stays on the fuel line. That blue collar stays on the fuel line. What you're trying to do is you push this whole black connector over the collar. There's 2 tabs. They're facing forward and rear. You need to squeeze those in as you push over, and then but you have to make sure that the connector is kind of lined up perfectly straight as you pull back. Like even right now, I gotta finesse it with two hands. But that's what you're actually trying to do. All the manuals, every forum post, all this stuff all says just squeeze it and pull it off or remove. It doesn't help. Push towards blue collar, squeeze blue tabs, pull straight off the connector. A little bit of fuel will come out. I didn't drain my tank. You don't gotta drain the tank. Drop your light, pick it back up. Okay. Fuel tank is finally disconnected. And in theory, you should be able just to remove the tank. Oh, it's not too bad. It's pretty full and it's not that heavy. We made it. We're gonna pull off these last looks like they're just Phillips heads, and we should be able to get to our air filter just under there. Look at me. I'm the Milwaukee now. Ooh, do, 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 do. Hopefully we don't have any mouse houses from the winter. Man, that snorkel's tiny. How is my K&N filter supposed to give me the half horsepower that it guarantees in that tiny snorkel? Oh, not too bad. Look at that thing. It's all it's breathing through, guys. It's all it's breathing through. I mean, just some bugs and a good amount of dirt. There is a piece of foam on this side. Seems to be in decent shape, so I'm not going to yank it out of there. High flow filtro. I mean, it's not a bad filter per se, so I'll throw it up on the shelf. To be fair, I just did not know what filter was in it. To be fair, as far as I knew, it was a K&N already. So, okay. So, to be honest, I just want to check. Also, once again, just make sure nothing had gotten weird in there or loosey goosey or somebody didn't. Oh, what in the? For turtle's sake. Oh God, kicking everything now. So, made in the USA, K&N. I think the trick with the K&Ns is you have to maintain them more often. I'm not necessarily here because of the half horsepower I'm going to gain, though I'm going to throw that sticker on, and that's probably worth 5 horsepower. So honestly, this one was cheaper than a stocker. Very clean. There's a little bit of dirt up there, I think fell in after I took the cover off. So we are now throwing the K&N filter straight out of the box, ready to rock. Do some voodoo magic over it, whatever you're supposed to do. Nice tight fit. And we're going back together. That is how you get to your air filter, how you change your air filter. Loose as a goose. Alright guys, air filter changed. V Strom's going to stay like this for a little bit as I do a couple more things. I'll show you guys that in the next video. We'll get it all back together. We'll get the battery back on it. And we'll be off and running. So thanks for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. If you're still here, I mean, at least say so. Introduce yourself, for darn sake. And let me know what you think. So we're going to go camping pretty soon on this guy. A couple more things to do with the Magna here in the next couple days, hopefully. to get that back up and running, and then we should be pretty much ready to go for motorcycle season. So I'm going to continue working on this for the night, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks. I love you. We'll see you next time. Almost forgot the most important part. That's where you get all the horsepower.